Welcome to another Gene Key contemplation video. I'm out for a walk and I thought I'd bring you along as I speak about Gene Key 40, the shadow of exhaustion, the gift of resolve, and the city of divine will. It's worth, again, just stepping back and speaking to the journey of moving through the shadows into the gifts in the city, which is basically the journey of ascending in frequency. And it's the journey of moving out of our victim consciousness and our disempowered consciousness, where we basically give our power away to the outside world, outer authorities, things like this, to realizing who we really are, remembering that we are powerful co-creators and living in an empowered place where we understand the power is inside of us, within us, and that we are truly not separate from anything or anyone, including Source, God, universe, whatever words you like to use. And it is a beautiful journey. It is a messy journey. It is a confusing journey. And a lot of people are in the thick of it right now. So if you are understanding that, you feel stuck, or you're in a victim consciousness state, and you're starting to perhaps just even awaken that there's ways that you are giving your power away and you're slowly reclaiming that, know that you are not alone. And this gate in the human design is sometimes about the gate of aloneness. And I know for myself, going through that journey, and I'm not saying that I'm finished this journey, this is an ongoing, lifelong journey, but there was definitely times when I felt very alone. And one of the main reasons why I share these videos, is to perhaps make that connection to somebody else who's feeling alone, and just be that reminder of, like, you are not alone. And the paradox is that I believe, need to experience that aloneness and eventually come to love it and relish in our alone time. But depending on where we are in the journey, it's not pleasant, right? So the shadow, let's dive into the shadow. Exhaustion. I know this one oh so very well. This is about exhausting ourselves individually, but it's really an energy, this one, of the tribe and of the community. So we can also look at how we as a community have exhausted resources of the planet by being in the shadow and being in the victim stance of lack and hoarding, and just constantly feeling like we are not enough or not valuable enough, and striving and seeking and taking. And that is very much the energy of all of the shadows. And it's exhausting our own energy and our own resources by placing our focus or our attention on things, people, situations that are actually have nothing to do with us, have nothing to do with our true alignment to Source, to God, to the universe. And so many of us are waking up to just how much we have been living out of alignment or out of our authentic nature. And our authentic nature is that we have everything we need inside of us. And when we go through that journey, boundaries is a very popular word in conversation right now, because that is so much of the journey of getting out of the shadow, is to be able to say, no and deny certain people or situations of your energy, of your focus, of your attention. Our attention is our most valuable resource. Pay attention. What are we paying attention to? What are we allowing our focus, our life force to be fixated on? And understanding that that attention, as well as our intention, is a very, very, very powerful, valuable resource in our life. And that moves us into the gift of resolve, is this determination to bring our focus into ourselves, to bring our focus to our true needs and our true authenticity, to really listen to what that is, to be courageous enough to look at the shadow and where we might be giving away our precious power and our precious focus and attention, and where we might not even be using the power of intention and just, throwing it away and drifting through life. The city of divine will speaks to basically the ability to be completely relaxed at a cellular level. And Richard Rudd makes the distinction of rest being very different than relaxation. Rest is something that we can all do. We go to sleep at night. Maybe some of us even have struggled resting, but most of the time we push ourselves to exhaustion. And then we're like, okay, finally I can rest, or I can rest once I get all these things done. And we are just so exhausted we fall asleep. But relaxation is different. Relaxation is the ability for the mind to also feel at peace, content, for all of the subtle bodies to relax. And when we're in that space that I believe resolve, spending time in that gift frequency, brings us to this place of pure and utter relaxation in the truth of who and what we are, that we are connected to everything, that we have everything we need within us, that we are pulled on our path of destiny by this divine will to live out our beautiful journey. When we are truly able to surrender, which means we stop resisting, what's flowing in and out of our lives, when we are able to understand our true boundaries and say no to the things that are not serving us anymore, to the things, to the people, to the situations, to the storylines that, we just are like, okay, you know what, that doesn't have anything to do with me. That resolve to stay on your path, even if that path upsets others or makes no sense to others. Because when we are focused on what is true for us, the energy is always there. The energy is always there. And the relaxation is there even in the work, because it's springing up from within us. It's our true calling, some people might say. And that ultimately is what I feel they're speaking about with the Siddhic level of divine will is we are all divine, and we are all here for a reason. And when we are able to know this at a cellular level and relax into this, we are literally pulled by the divine, by source, by life force itself, to fulfill, what it is we're here for. And I think a lot of us can feel we're here for something great. And it is because we are truly great, and we are here in a great time of great change. I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this theme. I'll see you in the next video.